Grammar School in Downpatrick tonight. They're naming the new Gaelic football pitch after Pat O'Hare, the late great Pat O'Hare, who taught me whenever I was at school, gave me my first break, an inspiration, motivation and a friend. So all there, have a great night. To all you listening, have a good one. And we'll see you same time tomorrow. This is BBC Radio 2, online, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM.
Now, BBC News at 5 o'clock. This is Alan Bellicoat. 2 inquiries will investigate allegations that Scotland Yard tried to smear the family of Stephen Lawrence, who was murdered 20 years ago. Italy's former Prime Minister, Silvio Berlusconi, has been sentenced to 7 years in prison for sex with an underage prostitute. And the true story of guerrillas in the midst of a long journey home. The senior barrister and the Independent Police Complaints Commission are to separately investigate claims that Metropolitan Police attempted to discredit the family of Stephen Lawrence. David Cameron has vowed to get the full truth about what he said were horrific allegations. Here's Danny Shaw.
The Prime Minister said the allegations by a former undercover officer, Peter Francis, were absolutely dreadful. Mr. Francis claims that he was instructed to find information that could discredit Stephen Lawrence's family and anti-racism campaigners. The Home Secretary, Theresa May, said 2 inquiries would examine what had happened. One is already looking into the activities of undercover police officers. The other is investigating allegations of corruption surrounding the Lawrence case. The Metropolitan Police Commissioner, Sir Bernard Hogan-Howe, said the force would apologise if the smear allegations turned out to be true.
The brother of a British man shot dead with his wife and mother-in-law in French Alps last year has been arrested in Surrey on suspicion of conspiracy to commit murder.
Yeah, please.
They're being passed on it. He was killed near Ansett. A French cyclist also died. Jane Peel has more.
Zaid Al-Hili, who's 54, was arrested early this morning at a property in Chessington. He's the brother of the engineer who was shot dead in his car on a remote mountain road in France 9 months ago. Saad Al-Hili was killed along with his wife and mother-in-law and a cyclist whose body was found nearby. The couple's 2 young daughters survived the attack. Zaid Al-Hili has always denied claims by French prosecutors that he'd been in dispute with his brother over an inheritance.
The court in Italy has sentenced the former Prime Minister, Silvio Berlusconi, to 7 years in prison for having sex with an underage prostitute. He's also been banned from holding office. The ruling is not effective until an appeal has been heard. Alan Johnston is outside the court in Milan.
This was a huge, humiliating defeat for Silvio Berlusconi. Yet another big loss in courts. We've seen a few lately. He will be furious. He absolutely denies all those charges against him, and you can be sure he will appeal.
People of South Africa have been asked to pray for their former president, Nelson Mandela, who
an adjustable, Tom. Is there a shiny adjustable there?
Should be
right there, but
2 days ago with a recurring lung infection.
I bet that's
The
dark.
whistleblower wanted in America for alleged espionage appears to have gone into hiding in Russia. Edward Snowden, the US intelligence officer, leaked information about highly classified American and British surveillance programs, didn't take a flight from Moscow to Cuba as expected. The WikiLeaks founder, Julian Assange, says that Mr. Snowden is in a safe, undisclosed place. Emily Buchanan reports.
Mystery still surrounds the exact whereabouts of Edward Snowden, although it appears that the United States is now turning up the pressure on Moscow to arrest him. But a Russian news agency is saying the authorities there can't detain and deport the fugitive whistleblower as he hasn't actually crossed the border into Russia. This would imply he's still in his hotel in Moscow airport. Ecuador still looks to be Mr. Snowden's ultimate destination. The government there is still considering his application for asylum.
Company police say they're investigating the findings of an independent report which suggested there'd been a cover-up at England's health regulator, the Care Quality Commission. The report, published last week, accused senior staff of trying to suppress an internal review and failure to investigate the deaths of babies at Furness Hospital in Cumbria. Earlier, a former senior member of the CQC said the review hadn't been published because it needed much more work. A family of endangered gorillas who've spent years in captivity in a zoo in Kent are nearing the end of an epic journey home and freedom. Jamie Stevens reports.
The conservationist Damien Aspinall is making good his father's wishes to ensure the animals cared for at Kent's Portland Wild Animal Park would one day be returned to their native home. As such, a huge logistical operation is underway to move a family of 9 gorillas 5,000 miles by road, air and river to Gabon in West Africa. The family is led by Jala, a 30-year-old who was rescued from Africa as a baby and flown to Portland in the 90s, where he's become one of the largest silverbacks in captivity. This afternoon, the gorillas are being helicoptered to an island off Gabon, where they'll spend the next few months getting used to local conditions before finally being reintroduced to the wild.
Wimbledon, and Andy Murray is playing his first game of the tournament against Benjamin Becker, who's currently leading by 4 games to 1 in the first set. In the city, the 100 share index closed down 87 points at 60.29. And weather forecast, showers should die to leave a dry night, which could turn cold. Highs of 30 Celsius in England, 12 in Northern Ireland and
Put that
Wales,
one down
8
there, Tom.
in Scotland. That's the BBC News at 5 minutes past 5.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Paddy.
Mail, Simon Mail. Drive time's on and we're on our way home.
Monday again already, and distilled into 3 pithy words. Considering dating websites. I've heard good things, and others obviously less so, and then some of us can't be bothered. I think that's balanced. Hope it goes well. Project getting messy. Tennis beats CBeebies, that's the news. Ofsted inspection done, says Kelly.
Well, it's gone.